What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about MicroStrategy today. The purpose of this video is to kind of get a game plan together, get our heads screwed on right for the coming week. Ignore the hat, just get over it, okay? And put your serious face on. This is a very serious video, okay? We're going to talk about some serious things, you guys. Very exciting stuff. I do expect that the Trump inauguration will be received positively in the crypto space. I've been going back and forth on that, and it's gonna be one or the other. Either it's going to be a dump day or a pump day, so it will be a Trump dump or a Trump pump. I'm hoping for a Trump pump. We're dumping a little bit into the inauguration day, which I think is actually signaling that we might pump, that this is a good kind of flushing out of our emotions and of our liquidity, stopping out any long positions and FOMOing in any shorters that want to get in. All right, if we're looking at, actually I want to look at the Bitcoin chart here real quick. Let me get my mini-me up here. There we go. If we look at Bitcoin, oh, that's on Deck Screener. We'll just do BTC on here, sure. By the way, if any degens want to buy some Melania token, hit me up. I know a guy. We're at about 101K right now on Bitcoin, and I think that's fine, man. Because what's awesome about that is we had a dump yesterday. It was a pretty big day, 3% to the downside. A lot of people got a little scared because of that, and we're still above 100K, right? All we've done is we found support at a previous area that had been giving us resistance really throughout this whole range. So looking productive, looking mature in this kind of pattern, and it seems that we'd break out to the upside. With what we have going on, I would not anticipate a dump tomorrow. If we did, like if we dumped from here, you guys, that could be that could lead to something bigger, right? And a Trump inauguration day dump, I don't think if the price moved down on inauguration day for Trump, I don't think that it would move down a little bit, right? It's either going to go to the moon or it's going to go to the floor. It's one or the other, right? I suppose it could move sideways. It could be boring, but because it is on a Monday and it's inauguration day, where not just because it's on a Monday, but because it's on a day where the stock market's closed, right? It's on a day where all the major buyers, all the big liquidity, they're away from their desk. They're watching the inauguration. So it's very possible that we could have a boring day tomorrow, though that's not what I'm expecting. And again, I think this drop is actually a good thing. I think it just flushed people out, throws people off, not knowing what to expect. There's a lot of volume here, and that was a rather big candle, but we didn't really go anywhere. We just found supported areas that we would expect to find support. If we look at this relative low to a relative high, and I know this is a MicroStrategy video, but we're going to talk about Bitcoin because again, MicroStrategy is not open over the weekends. This is a game plan to get us prepared for the week for MicroStrategy. So the closest thing that we can do to prepare for MicroStrategy, I think, over the weekend whenever it comes to analysis is look at Bitcoin. That's why on Sundays, I don't normally talk about MicroStrategy on Saturdays because I feel like that's just overkill. There's no real need to do that. But on Sunday, it's good to get our minds right. I think it's good to discuss a game plan. And at that point, analyzing Bitcoin can help us, I think, determine how MicroStrategy will open up. So looking at Bitcoin here again, okay, we'll get to MicroStrategy in just a second, the actual chart on MSTR. If we look at the daily time frame here, on Friday, we closed up a lot higher. We were at about $104,000, right? And by the time MicroStrategy closed on Friday, let's see, it would have been something like around this time here. So Bitcoin it was like at 105,000 whenever MicroStrategy closed. So being at 101,000 now, if MicroStrategy opened up tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but on Tuesday, and the price was here, I would assume we would dump. But again, it's not opening up tomorrow, is it? We have the Trump inauguration, so we're going to do one of two things. We're either going to pump like crazy or dump like crazy. So I guess in assuming where the price will be for MicroStrategy, it actually might be more important to wait for tomorrow, to be completely fair. To be completely fair, it might be more important to kind of wait for tomorrow. Okay, yeah. We'll probably know more tomorrow. Now that I'm thinking about this video is kind of pointless in that sense. Let's look at MSTR. We'll just do some TA on MSTR, and then we'll know better. We'll probably have a better idea for a game plan next week, because I think it really is all revolvent around this inauguration, which I think is going to be positively received. I think it will send Bitcoin up. Personally, I believe it'll send Bitcoin up to prices above 120K. So that's my expectation, right? We don't know yet. And we will know by tomorrow's video. We will know like by 100% because it's going to happen. The inauguration is going to happen unless the world comes to an end and nobody. It's just something that's a big question mark that we never get an answer to. The inauguration will happen tomorrow. I'm suspecting that this will shoot Bitcoin up to like 120K, you guys. And if Bitcoin's at 120K, and it closed at 105K, if it closed at 105K where MicroStrategy was at this price here, and it goes up to 120K, that's what, about a 15% move. It's probably, let's say like a little bit over a 10% move. I would assume something like that we would see MicroStrategy not just at these highs, but above these highs, likely above these highs, something at well above 400, reaching for $500, potentially on Tuesday. So, and again, inauguration day for Bitcoin, maybe it sends the price up really high, but then on Tuesday, whenever the stock market opens, maybe it pulls back because the hype of inauguration day is over. We got all the bullish news we want. Now we sell the news. Something like that could happen. So maybe MicroStrategy, instead of it pumping up this high, it pumps up a little bit, but because again, Bitcoin and the rest of crypto might pump on Monday, but pull back by Tuesday. So it might be up from where it is now, but lower than what I'm predicting it to be, which led me to assume that MicroStrategy would be somewhere around here, if not at least around these highs, around like 450 there. But time will tell. I suppose we'll see. I think a video like this, again, the reason I make it on Sundays is because it's the day before the stock market opens. But I think a video like this might be better served tomorrow. So I was actually, whenever I pieced that together, you could probably watch this video and see where I'm kind of considering, like, do I even continue making this video, or do I just delete it and then make another one tomorrow and just not even post this? I literally almost wanted to just give up on this video halfway through whenever I pieced that together, but I think I'm just gonna post it. I think that there is information that people can use, and just also what's the word? Consider. It's information that you can consider to kind of get your game plan ready and get your mind right for the coming week, right? So we're going to go over a lot of the same stuff tomorrow, okay? But we're gonna have the knowledge of what the inauguration is. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully I come on with this hat again. If it's bad news, I will probably just shave my head or something. I'll see you guys on the next one. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I definitely expect that MicroStrategy will be above. I think it'll be above $1,000 by the end of February. And actually, hold up now. I know I just said the video's over, but real quick, I did just make a video talking about this could be huge for crypto, and it's talking about the main purpose of that video is pertaining to the Bitwise 10 crypto ETF. A decision has to be made by the 3rd of March, and not necessarily a decision and does the ETF get approved or denied, but does it get approved or does it get pushed back to a later date for decision? And I'm expecting that it gets pushed back to a later date for decision. And this Bitcoin, this ETF, it's 10 cryptos, but it has Bitcoin, it has a basket of cryptos. So I'm assuming, as I've been assuming, that the end of February is whenever the end of this move is going to come in, where the crypto markets top off and then correct maybe for like 3 weeks to a month and a half or something like that. 3 months at the most, but I doubt 3 months. Probably like 3 weeks to a month and a half is what we're going to correct for. And that likely happens at the end of February. I've been saying that for a while, but I just found out that this Bitwise ETF the decision has to be made on the 3rd. The SEC does not make their decisions normally on that deadline day. They'll make it like a week before, if not 2 weeks before. So March 3rd, what's a week before March 3rd? What's 2 weeks before March 3rd? The end of February. So whenever this news comes out and it's negatively received, because it does involve 10 big cryptos, you can watch that video if you want to get more information. I'm giving you basically the summary of it already, but essentially I would expect that probably, because Bitcoin is a big part of that ETF, it's like 75%. I think that any kind of quote unquote negatively received news, which pushing it back isn't negative, but it might be received negative, that could be a catalyst for not just Bitcoin, but the rest of those 10 big cryptos to drop. And if they drop, the rest of the market probably drops or corrects, right? But anyways, that's all I got for you guys. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.